It's fair to say I have an apology to make about these irons. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. First things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all back to this YouTube channel, and today I'm playing golf with a set of irons which look phenomenal, feel phenomenal, and I know this because I did a video with them the other day but nobody realised. And these irons are, in fact guys, get in the comments below, what are these irons before I show you. 5, 4, 3, 2, it is the Wilson Staff Model Forged CB irons. I need to explain something. You see, in my job, there's no getting round. I am incredibly lucky to test so many golf clubs. So much so that some kind of slip through the net. And I've had these, I've had these for quite a while. And I honestly can't tell you why I haven't used them yet properly. Wonderful. Wonderful. So in this video I'm going to make a little bit of an apology to Wilson, but also to you guys for not bringing you this sooner. Now if you look at the reviews on the Wilson website, there's 10 5-star reviews, like literally 100% reviews. So it shows that the people who are buying these irons do love them. Okay, there's one 1-star review. I'll put that on screen now. Come on, really? As I put some of the 5-star reviews on now, you'll see that people say they feel like butter. People say they're the best irons they've ever played. And I honestly can't tell you why it's taken me so long to test these. I've got a full set of them today. We're going to play a handful of holes here at Woolley Park Golf Club. And we're basically going to see what we can score. Guys, get in the comments below, what can we score with the Wilson Staff CB Forged irons? I'll talk you through tech as well. Because even for a player's iron, there's plenty of help in there. So first tee shot with the 4-iron, and we are bang smack in the middle of the fairway. What more could I want from that? And we have about 140 yards in. John's actually changing the flag location there, so I think we'll go for a nice hard pitching wedge. The lofts on these clubs aren't exactly weak, they're not exactly strong, they're nicely in the middle, which is just what you would want for an iron that looks so traditional. We do have a little bit of wind behind as well, so this should be about right. It's a lovely looking club head this. The top line's just about right. Blade length is perfect for a player. We did our best to kill him. He did move, but not far enough away. A little bit left, that one. Nice strike though. So feel-wise there, I really enjoyed that shot. I just pulled it a little bit. Distance-wise, very, very impressive. It was on the number at 140 for a pitching wedge downwind, which is pretty much what I would expect. And as I said, we nearly got him. We're now rolling. I'm going to actually get out of their way, so I'll play this quickly. Nearly got you! Oh. That'll be a par. Right, I think we'll get out of the boys' way now. Always nice to rescue a par from the middle of the fairway. Let's talk tech. So I did mention that even though these are a player's iron, they have plenty of tech in there. So these clubs feature a tri-brace stabiliser, which is this kind of triangular thing you can see here. This kind of triangular thing you can see here. Not quite as scientific as Wilson state on their website, but it also features a tungsten design with 20 grams of tungsten in the toe of the clubs of the long irons. So you can see here, the 6-iron has it, the 5-iron has it here. As you get to the 7-iron, we have it there. But then you get to the 8-iron, the 9-iron and the pitching wedge, and it doesn't have it because really it shouldn't be needed. And the irons are forged from 8620 carbon steel and feature an integrated mass area on the back for more feel and more forgiveness. Right, we're not going to hit 8-iron off this tee, so you can go back in there. We're going to go 4-iron again, which is on the deck. And one of the huge things I look for when I'm testing irons like this, players irons, CB irons, is that versatility. Can I play it up? Can I play it down? Can I draw it? Can I fade it? So this hole is desperate for a lovely high draw off the tee. So we're going to go with that with the 4-iron. That's delightful. That's really nice. It's going to be a long way in, but we'll take it. Now, a lot of reviews of these clubs do claim that they are buttery soft. I don't quite get that, but I don't like irons that are buttery soft. I like a little bit of firmness in there. So really, I'd have to say that they're almost a perfect feeling iron, which is good, as you can imagine. Now, I've spent quite a while talking to you about the technology that's in these clubs, but one thing which I feel like I haven't done justice is the staggering good looks. Looking at these clubs, the blade length is wonderful, as I've already mentioned. The top line's pretty much perfect for a golfer that wants those kind of players irons, but wants a little bit of help as well. These are by no means a blade iron, but they're also by no means a forgiving iron. They're also by no means a high handicap game improvement iron. It's kind of like a forgiving, playable, workable, sexy iron. Now that's another fairway hit with a 4-iron, and yes, it's only a 4-iron, but I can miss fairways with the best of them, so quite happy with that. And we have flags. Oh, he's moved it to the back. Flags now 165-ish, probably about there. It was on the front a minute ago. I've had a bit of a nightmare there. Generally for me, that would be a 7, I think. I think we can maybe go 8 here. I feel like we can go 8, so I'm going to go with it. Right, 8-iron it is. I definitely have to catch all of this, but that head size, although, like I said, it's not the biggest head you're ever going to use, it definitely fills me with confidence that these can go a long way. The 7-iron loft in relation is 34 degrees, 34 degrees, so by no means, are we going? By no means weak nor strong, and the lads aren't safe there because they're left again. Cut. Have I missed it left again? Oh, that was actually nicely struck as well. I think the club was a 7, but then see where it is. Another thing which I think looks fantastic is the offset on this club. There's a tiny bit of offset there, nothing too much, nothing too harsh. So again, that's going to appeal to a lot of golfers. One thing which I think could be better is that top line is a little bit rounded. I'd prefer to see that squarer, but that really is me just clutching straws because, let's be fair, they've made a beautiful looking iron here. Beautiful. Could this be my next iron? Could it? Get in the comments below, let me know. I don't know. Right, this one actually pitched up there and then came back a little bit, so I think we're okay to go here. I'll try not to put it in John's Kawasaki, but that is 2 greens missed out of 2. So relying on the putter quite heavily in this video to score, which is always disappointing. I don't feel like it's the iron's fault. It's definitely not the iron's fault that we are missing greens. Move on. So 1 over par through 2 holes. A bit of a tame chip really, that third shot. Second shot wasn't that bad, just kind of came back off the bank a different way than what I maybe anticipated it to. Let's try and play a couple of fades now. I mentioned on the previous tee that I'd like to be able to work the ball both ways, and so far it's been all right to left, which I kind of revert to when I get a bit lazy, if I'm being honest. Let's see if we can play a nice fade into this par 3 and hopefully claw a shot back. I must say I love the chrome finish on the top of them as well. It looks so good in the bag. Hopefully that stays that way. Third hole, par 3. Flag looks to be at the back, so 160. We're going to go 7-iron here, and we're going to go before John changes. Oh. Well, it definitely faded. It's a little bit too much. We're actually into a bit of wind here, which you can't feel when you're back on the tee in those trees. So I think we've clung onto the green though, so we have got a green in reg and a potential birdie putt. I'm not sure how close it is. John, where are you changing it to?
Right there, mate.
Shall I? No, it's not fair, is it? It's not.
Just tap it
Oh, it's just... I couldn't move quick enough. Right. 2 putts for a par, and that is still 1 over par now through 3 holes. A couple of holes left, guys. Get in the comments below. Are we going to resurrect it? Are we going to rescue it? Are we going to get back to level par? Or are we going to keep hitting pretty average iron shots? Again, I don't feel like this is down to the irons. I feel like I actually feel very confident using the irons. Guess what? Let's go 4 iron again. So just while we wait for this group on this tee, here's a look at what I'm seeing with the 4 iron. So you can see, as I said, top line, not the thinnest, but certainly not too thick. Blade length is quite short actually, but then that will suit a lot of people's eye. Almost reminds me of the old Callaway Apex Pros, if you do remember those from last year. And that is a compliment because they look fantastic as well. Right, let's see if we can send one down like a bit of a stinger. Hopefully that tungsten weighting doesn't send it up in the air too much. A low left to right. 1, we. See, I wanted that low, and I mean it's a perfect shot, but it's just, it was too high really. Higher than what I wanted. Great strike though, sounded wonderful. Seemed to have that ball flight where it just kind of went up and up and up, which was great, but I wanted it to go down and down and down. So if I did have to kind of rate these irons on a few different things, I think looks wise they're a solid 8, 9 out of 10. They look so good, not only in your bag, but also down at the ball, down at address. Feel wise, again, they're a solid 7 at least. I like that they're not buttery soft, but I also like that they're not firm. They're just nicely in the middle where I would want them to be. Performance wise, they're going the number, they're certainly going as far as I would hope they go. And then workability and diversity? And then workability and versatility, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if they're definitely not as versatile as my Mizuno JPX Tours, definitely not. But then they're quite a lot cheaper than them as well. You can get these for, I think, about 800 quid, 700 quid. I mean, there's a lot of golf club in there for that price, definitely. Right, so that's another fairway hit again with the 4 iron. Not quite the ball flight I wanted, but you can't really complain when you're in a position like that. So we've got, that flag's in the middle, we've got 70 yards. I'm going to see if we can play a nice little pitching wedge. Obviously the shot here would be a sand wedge or a gap wedge, but sometimes it's nice to test the control you can get with a pitching wedge from this distance as well. Certainly looks the part, to keep saying that. Oh, that's delightful. Rolled on quite a bit, not a lot of stop, but then in fairness I did hit it out of there, which is never going to help. Right, not a lot of spin, although the greens are nice and firm. I think we've pitched here. Pitched here, John. I'll get it. Get it, lad. Unless you do it right, you don't want any bad comments on that. 1 minute. Aha. Would you like this out? I'll leave it there then. Par. I'd like to blame the irons, but I can't blame myself. So yet another par, still 1 over par. We've got 1 hole left. Can we birdie it? This is actually probably the longest hole we'll have played on this video, with it being iron only. I imagine it's going to be a 4 iron, then maybe a 6 iron, something like that. And it goes to show actually that coming and playing iron only here at Woolwich Park Golf Club does make a bit of a difference, because you're right smashing driver off the tee and hitting wedges in, but if you've got like a 6 iron in instead of a wedge, obviously going to be more difficult, isn't it, James? So no need to hit it low here, not a breath of wind really, maybe a touch off left. So let's try and just hit a nice high bombing draw again with this 4 iron. Funnily enough, I've really enjoyed this off the tee. I've enjoyed this probably more so than the mid irons, but then probably just been swinging a bit more free and loosely off the tee. Right, so you can hear that nice clicky yet soft feel just with that. This needs to be a big one really. Oh, that's delightful. That's so nice. Yeah, position A. Certainly easier to launch than my Mizuno's, 100%. These are easier to launch than the Mizuno's I'm using, but does that mean you lose the versatility? Comment below, guys, what do you think? And also, do you need the versatility? Because there's always that, isn't there? Well, we must have seen one of the world's most vicious bouncers, because that's in the rough. Just a nice solid cutting 8-iron over the bunker. 8-iron looks, you know, the mid-irons look fantastic. Oh, be good. That's fading nicely. Be good. Oh, yes. That felt wonderful. Lovely divot after the ball. And that's everything I would want these irons to feel like. Wonderful. And I must say, it's taken me a couple of holes to realise, but a definite lesson there in that these Wilsons aren't power bats. They're not mega low lofted. They're not jam-packed full of technology to make your 7-iron go 250 yards. But if you play an 8-iron at 155, which you know is your number, I'll show you where it is, but John's changing the flag again. Don't change it yet! So a nice solid iron shot there, pin high. Let's see if we can finish this video with a birdie. Yeah. And how did the 8-iron stop? Because this one landed on the green. Can we see a pitch mark anywhere? Oh! I didn't realise it pitched that close. Not entirely sure that's my pitch mark, but I'm going to repair it as though it is. Which will take you out of there. Oh, just hit it. That is... that goes every time as well from there. Just give it more. No. That is by no means my best score on an iron review, but I've really enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed it, John? I've only been part of this video without being part of it.
I've been part of it without being part of it. Those irons are beautiful.
So guys, thank you ever so much for watching. That was a little bit of a review and an apology for being so late and tardy with the new Wilson Staff CB irons. If you enjoyed it, guys, smash that subscribe button below. Let us know if you do enjoy these types of videos out on the golf course. Definitely going to do more stuff with these because I don't feel like I've done them justice today. Well, I've done you justice. I've hit you really well. But certainly kind of the mid to low irons, certainly feel like there's more coming with those. So guys, smash that subscribe button if you've enjoyed it. Leave us a like, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! I actually thought that was going to be middle of the fairway. The good news is we know that it's about 150 yards, and the flag is right in the middle. Birdie time. We said that in the last hole, but we actually have 150 front, 149 front, 157 middle. Can we get there with a 9-iron? We're out the rough. Just a nice solid cutting 8-iron over the bunker. 8-iron looks, you know, the mid-irons look fantastic. Oh, be good. That's fading nicely. Be good. Oh, yes. That felt wonderful. Lovely divot